Alright guys, here we are again with another video. This is going to be like a quick update video for you guys. Just go over everything and then my future plans with the car as it sits right now. So obviously, one of the last videos I actually installed the oil cooler in it. We're about 1,000 miles in almost. It was like 800 miles. No leaks so far. Actually the day that I filmed the little quick video of like a walkthrough on how to install it, that actual morning I was going back home from right after recording that video, and it did have a little bit of a leak, but I think that was more or less my fault. I think I didn't tighten down that one hose down tight enough, so I guess with me kicking the engine over, I guess it ended up pulling on one of the lines, and the little L fitting that comes off of it kicked up over and loosened the nut. But I also realized that I never actually did this either. So when I installed these gauges, I never ripped this film off these gauges. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that film off. There you go. You guys can enjoy that fresh peel. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's that fresh peel right there. So I had the protective covers on that whole time. So we'll go ahead and rip them off. Oh, that's that fresh right there, you guys. Fresh. This one, and it's been pretty hot here, so I'm trying to take them off before they get to the point where I can't take them off. Yeah, those things are like crystal clear now. Alright, so I'll just put those in there. So we got the gauges on now. Well, I mean, the gauges have been there, but you know what I mean. Let me show you guys something else that I noticed too. So if you guys are running the short ram intake on the car, like I am, just keep an eye out for this if you do get the manifold riser. So as you can tell, you know, we got the manifold riser in there, and then we got the hot air intake right here, which I'm going to be swapping out. Don't worry, I know, bad for power, but I'm guessing since I have these two positioned with the tabs up that have the engine on them, the clamps, I'm guessing whenever the engine torques over, I'm guessing it's hitting up in my hood, because I realized it's like slapping into the foam portion of the top of the hood. So I'm definitely gonna have to readjust these clamps, maybe facing forward, that way there's not that big gap sticking up straight out of it. But so basically, here's what I'm going to be doing moving forward. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is, obviously, I still have to clean up the wiring back there for the 3 gauges. I still have not run oil catch cans on this car, which that's probably one of the first things I should have done. I've been looking for mounting locations for where I would actually put them, and honestly I think I'm going to end up trying to hide them somewhere, depending on how big they are. Maybe I can get away with like sticking them up back here on the back of this wall. Maybe stick one for passenger side and one for driver side. Just stick them like right next to each other and have the 2 tanks just right here in this middle opening. That should be enough space for them. And then obviously run driver side into the driver side one, and then route it back into the intake, and then run the passenger side one, you know, straight up back through, blank it in, and then come back. So I'm gonna look for catch cans for that, because I do get some oil deposits in my throttle body and manifold and lower manifold. And if I don't get on it every now and then, I noticed it does. If I floor it, it'll like pop a decent amount of smoke out of it. But overall, in here, I'm pretty much done, minus the intake side. I want to swap that out for something different. I am going to be going with a turbo kit later on in the future, but for right now, taking baby steps, trying to correct all the other things that I have to finish up before I jump into that. I mean, I already have a lot of the supporting mods. I mean, I have the CSF aluminum radiator, the Mishimoto oil cooler. I even got some silicone hoses. Why not? So I got all the hoses too. I'm thinking about running a different fuel pump, and the riser, I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'm waiting to see how the manifold setup runs from MTM Motorsports or Travis. If you're in the Gen Coupe pages, Travis is the guy making the custom manifolds, and maybe run a ported out throttle body, maybe send it out to Dustin Davis or 3.8 Performance, get him to do that for me. And then what I'll probably end up doing, depending on how long it'll take before I turbo the car, whether it's a year or a year and a half, I'll end up doing is I'll buy test pipes, and then I'll go from that route in there. So I'll do it that way. But that's pretty much what I'm thinking about right now. So, but besides that, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update video on everything and let you know how everything's going. But, you know, besides all that shit, definitely look forward to that, because in the future, you know, I'm gonna be running the Remnant Performance Turbo Kit more than likely, so keep an eye out on that. But for now, this is just a quick update video to let you guys know what I'm going to be running. More than likely jump into the test pipes, or jump into maybe clearing out all the lines, the wiring. Obviously I just ripped this film off, so that's kind of sad how far behind I am. I've had these gauges in the car for a couple months now, so yeah. And then obviously we'll jump into the transmission, probably when it gets colder out, switch the transmission out, bushing, not these bushings, but maybe like the rear differential bushing, go with the dual kit from ATQ, and just leave it at that. But if you like the videos, like always guys, leave a like, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I just realized we're at 1,200 subscribers, so let's get this channel moving, you guys. We could definitely get some things going with this. I didn't even realize how far ahead it was actually already going, and I'm like, wow, man, this is actually crazy. So the Gen Coupe community is definitely growing, or there's people actually interested in what's going on with the Genesis Coupe, at least. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'll put my Instagram tag in the bio, in the description as well as some of the parts you can get that I have on my car currently right now. But besides that, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.